Hey, what is up YouTube? My name is Kaylee and I just wanted to welcome you guys to my first ever YouTube video on this Flightless Baller channel. So pretty much in this video I just wanted to give you guys my experience of what I had to go through with Jedboard, this electric skateboard company. And hopefully it'll help people who are sort of on the fence on whether if they're making a decision to purchase from this company or not. So basically, this is how it went down. Now this is the story all about how I put some money into a random bank account, and I'd like to take some time to sit right here and I tell you something about Jedboy and buyer beware. Okay, that was pretty cringeworthy, but just getting into the details, I pre-ordered my Jedboard in February 2018, made my final payment the next following month in March 2018. So I pretty much had constant Facebook Messenger conversations with Luke Tester, the Jedboard NZ rep, and I think he still works there, but he's pretty much blocked me from contacting him directly for probably reasons that you probably guessed. But yeah, in those conversations, he was pretty much just always telling me how they're meeting their delivery dates or delays, and gave me random excuses which I didn't understand because it was either too technical for me or he was just really good at convincing. So finally, in May 2019, this year, they sent out an email confirming shipping details. And I guess it's probably a good idea because it's been more than a year since I made my final payment. So it's probably a good idea to confirm if the customers still live where they put into their original purchase order or whatever. So, but then by May 2019, I was pretty skeptical and doubtful around timeframes and anything that Jedboard had promised, because you would have known, like, it's been a year or more than a year since I paid my full amount. So I took sort of matters into my own hand and I just proactively contacted Jedboard on Facebook and other social media outlets, just asking them questions around just whether if they can fulfill their new time frame. So I'm just gonna show you the pretty much the whole conversation that I had with Jedboard. Cool. So pretty much straight after I got the email, the day after, I sent them in Facebook message as well saying, "Hi, I just received the confirmation email. Do I just respond saying my address is correct?" And then I got the automated response, but then they said sarcastically, I don't know, but it should be self-explanatory. Simply reply. So I said, cool, like they've done so already, so I'm guessing my board will be ready to leave the factory since I've received this email. Then they replied saying, yes, it means we can now prepare and barcode your board and its delivery, which will happen as soon as possible. See, I don't like that as soon as possible. I mean, what does that even mean? I know you can't give me an exact time frame, but come on, at least don't say as soon as possible. That means it can happen whenever. So I replied saying, will I receive, or it's meant to be I, and I think they got it as well. So will I receive the tracking number soon then? And they said, as soon as the courier has scanned the box at the airport. But the whole process may take a week or so. So again, we will get your board as soon as we can now. Not as soon as possible, but as soon as we can. Still the same thing pretty much. So what I wanted to emphasize on is they said that the whole process should be done in a week or so. So I got back to them for more than a week. I gave them more than a week. Now it's the May the 21st. And when was that? When did I receive the confirmation? 6th of May. And now it's 21st of May. So way more than a week. And I said, been more than a week. Is the tracking number ready? and replied with the automatic response. And then they said, "Hi Kaylee, as mentioned previously, you will receive your email with tracking number as soon as your country's allocation of pre-orders being sent out. We have already started to deliver boards to customers in Hong Kong and China." Well, I still haven't seen a customer on any social media outlets with their board. But anyways, I said, "Well, you said 1 week and it's been over a week." They said, "Other countries' allotments should not be far behind. Kaylee, we can only provide estimates, so please don't take anything as concrete." I saw on IG that Australia is going to take another 2 weeks to get tracking number and then another 2 weeks to ship. Why would it take 2 weeks to ship? Yeah, see, by this time I was super skeptical and I started going on Reddit forums and all these other Reddits and what's the other one? Damn it, it's just escaped my mind. The Discord, that's the one. And people have been saying that don't trust Jedboard, blah blah blah, and how they're scam and all that. But I chose to still believe in them, so which is why I haven't asked for my refund at this stage. So then they said that may be the case as long as it takes time to ship things correctly, especially hazardous goods with proper documentation. Just sounds like a bunch of excuses. Shipping from China is not as simple as just handing a package over, Kaylee. Please try and exercise some patience and understand we are working as fast as we can, and there are processes and steps to ensure shipments are handled correctly. We can't explain every single business process to you as much as we would love to. Just know full well that you will get your board as soon as humanly possible. Asking us daily and weekly is not going to make anything happen faster. We really do understand you're excited for the board and can't wait until you're writing it." And I replied, "Well, I don't even want to explain that." I said, "Well, I've tried to exercise more patience as shown by the fact that I have not messaged you guys for over a week. Could you take a photo of the 100 boards which are sitting in your boxes waiting to be shipped?" They replied saying, "As mentioned, Kaylee, we can't share every business process with you. Rest assured, you'll be receiving your board very soon, and we look forward to seeing you share photos and videos of your riding experience." And I'm like, how is taking a photo, which should only take, 10 seconds, and flicking it all onto social media, how is that not possible? And how is that not part of your business process if updating your customers, especially the pre-orders, should be part of your business process, right? So I said, "Oh, okay, I really hope so, as more and more companies are releasing boards of same caliber quality." And they just gave me a thumbs up. And I replied saying, "So why can Evolve deliver in June if they just released their new board?" So by this time, Evolve released their GTX series, I think, and they were shipping within that month. Then they replied, Jedboard, saying, "They may have been working on stockpiles for 3 years." Really? 3 years? Different companies, very different product. Not so different, I don't think. I mean, it's an electric skateboard. How much more different can it be? I replied saying, "I don't think it's that different. It's like saying Samsung is very different to Apple," which they aren't. I mean, some small differences, but not a whole lot. And they replied saying, "Unfortunately, we can't comment on our competitors or speculation. We hope that's answered your questions and that you have a great day." So, when was that? And then I said, after a few days, I think, after a day, "Hi Jedboard, I've considered hard and long about this and finally came to the conclusion to ask for my refund." Pretty pissed off. I mean, they've just been playing around with me for all that time, and I'm giving them the full amount of money, and they're pretty much racking up the interest at least on my money, right? So yeah, I was where is it? So here is where I asked for the refund, and some of the other reasons why I decided to take the refund was because firstly I got a boosted Mini S at that time for a really great bargain. It was secondhand, but it was a steal pretty much. And secondly, they were just making a bunch of these design changes, like these critical, well, key design changes that I really loved about the board, like the connections, and it looked like chunky sort of unaesthetic sort of connections, and even the remote. They changed the whole remote. Some people say it looked like a dildo, but I mean that's one of the main reasons why I chose it. Now it just looks like a boosted board remote with a screen on it, which is a crap design, I reckon. But anyway, so yeah, the refund process was just as bad as you can see now. Cool. So yeah, on May the 22nd, I said, "Hi Jedboard, I have considered hard and long about this and finally came to the conclusion to ask for my refund. How long will it take to get my refund?" And they obviously automatic response. They said, "Hey Kaylee, not a problem. Please email help@jedboard.com and include your order number. Then we can go ahead and cancel the order for you and issue your refund." And I said, "How long will the refund take?" Because at this point I also read on Reddit and Discourse people asking for refunds and not getting the refunds. So I was getting worried that this was going to be a scam. So they said it'll be processed as soon as possible and will be returned to the card used to purchase. Please send the email through our official support channel and our accounts team will process it as soon as possible. As soon as possible doesn't cut it. I want a definitive time frame. You can hold my money for however long you want if you say as soon as possible, because you can always say it's not possible. And then they said, "Kaylee, please send the email to get the ball rolling." And I said, "I don't want to get the ball rolling without knowing a time frame. I mean, this is just refunding. All companies have a refund procedure, right? They should have a time frame that I should know about. So why can't they do that? I mean," they said, "Our accounts team will process it as soon as possible. We don't control this." I mean, it's your company. How do you not control this? And I said, "You guys can control this process, so you can tell me timeframes." And then they said, "If you want to cancel, then please send this email as we've mentioned." And I said, well, so yeah, at that point, I ended up just sending the email just to get the ball rolling because I was sick and tired of them. So I said, "I sent the email through. Can you ensure this is received and will be processed in a timely manner?" And they said, "Our team will process your request as quickly as possible. Thanks for stopping by." And I said, "Typically refunds should take no more than a week. I will check back next Wednesday," because this was a Wednesday, "and every day thereafter." And the following Wednesday, I said, "Hi, can you please let me know how long it will take for you to process my remaining refund request?" So when I say remaining refund request, throughout this 1 week, they were actually pretty quick on refunding me my pre-order amount, which was 299 USD. So a lot of people didn't even get that as quickly as I did. So kudos to Jedboard for getting my refund in a week of my pre-order amount, but the rest of the money was... So they said, and I said, "Hi Jedboard, I requested my refund over a week ago and I have only received the pre-order refund. When will I get the rest?" And they said, "Hi Kaylee, your support ticket is still active." And I was like, what does that even mean? And they said, "Please keep all correspondence in the same place," which means please email them. And emails take a lot longer than Facebook Messenger. "So we can assist you in the fastest manner." And I was like, I haven't heard a reply, which is why I'm using other means of communication. Fair enough, right? Sometimes replies can take a while, Kaylee, but we will do our best to keep you informed. You have already done your refund. So we already have done your refund, I understand. And the rest is on its way. They thumbs up. When you say it's on its way, when can I expect it? We can't provide a 1000% converted date. Sorry, Kaylee. You should be able to. not to the exact same date, but at least give me a time frame, as different banks take different times. Just a rough date like you gave before is fine. And then they said, but it will be as fast as humanly possible. And I was like, so you're saying Jed has processed the refund and will take 2 to 14 days? Because I think in the email they replied me saying that. And then automated, oh wait, no, it's not automated. They said, hi Kaylee, please, as we have stated in the past, exercise some patience. Your refund is being processed. Starting to comment on our social media regarding your refund is not appropriate and doesn't make it any faster. We have your ticket in the system, and if you want the fastest response, please email there and wait for a response. As we said, it can take up to 14 days for your refund to be processed. So 14 is the maximum, right? Okay, that's all I needed. Yeah, so I'll wait 2 weeks, and if no refund is not received, then I'll take legal actions. And they're like, Kaylee, please don't make threats. And I was like, it's not a threat, that's just my action that I will be taking to get my money back. And I said, I can understand that you may not be able to control your board production timelines, but refunding shouldn't be that difficult. Yep. And they said, threatening legal action is a threat. Good day, Kaylee. Well, what if it is a threat? I mean, I can take it, right? And then I said, so what do you recommend I do if someone says they will refund me but doesn't give me a time frame, and when they do give me a time frame and it goes past that? And they were like, have a great day, Kaylee. We have important tasks to attend to. And I was like, and refunding your customers ain't? See, you can't even answer that. Oh well, have a good day. And they said, Kaylee, we have given you a timeline. And I gave them a thumbs up several times. Please read your emails and communicate there. So after a while, on the June the 6th, I was like, still haven't received my refund. And that was, how long has that been? So let me just scroll up. So yeah, May the 31st, June the 6th. So that's been a week. And they were like, hi Kelly, it's with our accounts team. As mentioned, it will be refunded within 14 working days. For any further communication regarding this matter, please keep all communication via blah 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 blah. And then I was like, I made my request on the 22nd of May, which is 14 days ago. Okay. And then they said, with 14 working days. If you'd like to follow up further, please reply to your ticket, blah blah blah. And then I was just to confirm 14 working days. Okay, so 11th of June is 14 working days then. And then on the 11th, I was like, I haven't received my refund yet, and you only have 3 more days. And they were like, if you'd like to follow up, please reply to your ticket, which is bullshit. And I was like, hi, I replied to my ticket, but no one has replied. Hi, Jed. And then, yeah, and I was like, hey Jed, I have yet to receive my full refund even after requesting it more than a month ago. Now, you keep saying that your accounts team deals with it and tell me to email the help email, but no one has replied, which is why I have to resort to using social media. So by that time, I was posting on their social Instagrams and blah blah blah. And they were like, Kaylee, as we asked, if you want to follow up this, we don't have access to the systems, our accounts do. Posting to social media and blah 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 here doesn't help. So why don't, if you're the freaking CEO, why don't you have access to your account? I mean, anyways, I said I have, and they have not replied. And they said, when did you email? I said last night, and I showed them a email, and I showed them what's it called? I took a photo of the email that I sent. And they were like, please wait for a response then. It's not working hours for them. So here's just a FYI, Jedboards account team does not work in the same office as Jedboards. I don't even know what team they are. And I was like, what time is their working hours? Not for another few hours. please be patient and someone will be back today if you have replied. Thumbs up. And then I said, still no reply. It's been 4 hours. Surely they're working by now. And they were like, Kaylee, please be patient. You'll receive a reply today, our time. So now they're saying our time. Why is it their time? I thought you just said your accounts team's time. And then I was like, I have been patient for 14 working days. I just wanted my money back. Is that so hard to understand? Why did you refund my pre-order amount and not the total amount? And they were like, we don't control the accounts. As mentioned, they replied to you, there are 2 different systems used. You will get a response today, our time. So the money that went to you for the pre-order, you're saying, is a different system for the final payment. That's stupid. Why would you use 2 systems? NZ is 4 hours ahead of China, so I should have a reply by 9 p.m. at the latest. They're like, you'll receive a reply when they respond to you. Have a good day. And I was like, that's not good enough. How many refunds are the accounts dealing with that they can't respond? I mean, how many orders or refunds are they dealing with, honestly? Kaylee, they deal with many different things besides your refund. They will respond when they can. You said my refund should be here in 14 working days. And then they said it will be processed within 14 working days. That's what we said. Unfortunately, as we've said time and time again, we're not the accounts people and don't deal with that. So please wait for the reply. And I was like, okay, so the refund is processed then. I will call my bank to ask if there are any incoming transactions. So by then, I was getting my bank involved, right? And they were like, automatic response. And I was like, I see that's how you deal with your customers. Well done. And then they said, we have been nothing but courteous to you every time you contact us. We've explained what you should do if you wanted to follow up, but you seem to ignore what we tell you. Please wait for a response. And I was like, I've contacted them like you have asked. They have not responded in a timely manner, which is why I'm contacting you, the CEO of the company. And they're saying, we ain't the CEO. We work on the team managing the social media. You emailed us at midnight. And I was like, can I please speak to Jeremy then, the CEO? And they said, you will receive a response today. I've sent a message asking they please expedite your ticket. And I was like, thank you. Please keep all communication via your ticket. Thumbs up. Whew. Hi, I've still not received any. So when was this? This is June 11th, saying I've not responded any response from your Jed account. It's 4:15. So getting worried that I won't be getting a response today like you promised. So this was all in that one day, but their Facebook account replies really quickly, which is why I'm always going to their Facebook account whenever their emails don't respond. And then they said, our day is far from over. You'll receive a response today as agreed. Please let them respond, Kaylee. Thumbs up. Okay. June the 14th. Hi Jed, I have not received my refund and it has been 3 days since you said it was processed. My pre-order refund was received in 2 days, which is why I'm concerned that there might be an issue with the recent refund you processed. I hope you have resolved your Stripe issue. So the system that they use is called Stripe, which is a pretty big company. So that's good. Can you show proof you have processed my refund? Then they said, then they didn't respond. And then I was like, hello? And then they were like, hey Kaylee, it's only 8 a.m. here and our team are not yet working. As we've mentioned, though please email through your help desk regarding the matter. I'm sure they will have no trouble sending through the receipt. I was like, thumbs up, and I probably went to email them. And then, Kaylee, the refund is processed through the credit card network and not a bank transfer. Credit card refunds have to go back through the bank network. There is absolutely zero need to make Facebook posts about us. So I think by that time I was posting up Facebook posts talking about why they haven't refunded me. And I said, I just wanted to let people know the timeframes to expect their refund if they were to ask for a refund. Had I known that it would take this long, I would have just waited for my board, which I'm so glad I didn't do. because they still haven't got a board out yet. And then I said, hi, could you let Jeremy respond to my refund receipt? And they said, the account team will do so. As we have mentioned countless times now, Kaylee, messaging every few hours does not push things along any faster. I beg to differ, but anyways. And I said, the accounts team is Jeremy, so why can't he just send it to me already? And they said, incorrect. The accounts team resides in the USA. Good to know. I was told by another customer who received his refund 10 months after he requested it. I really need my money, so that kind of time frame would not work. So yeah, I saw another post and I messaged the guy who posted it, and he said he did end up getting his refund, but it took 10 months, which is crazy. So then they said, so please follow what we have outlined and let them handle your ticket. You already have part of your payment, which is like small, blah blah, and the rest of it's on its way. This will be the last time we mention this to you, and there are two systems that handle both deposits and full balances, so they may arrive at different times. Have a great day, Katie. And I was like, I just called my bank to check if there are any money coming in, and they asked if I have a reference MT103 for the transaction. Could you provide this to me? Yeah, so my bank, specifically ANZ, they asked for this MT103 number, which then they can use to go and track any payments coming in. And then they said, I'm not sure how many times we need to stress this, Kaylee. That would have to come from the accounts. Please read all our previous messages here and follow that instruction. And I was like, I have also emailed the accounts team, but they have not responded. And Jedboards says, you need to give them time, Kaylee. And I was like, if you guys put yourself in my shoes and think about the fact that I gave you 2,600 New Zealand dollars for 1 year with no interest, more than a year actually, with no interest, wouldn't you be in a hurry to get that back as soon as possible? And they said, and asking here is not the way to go about it, as we on helpdesk do not have those systems. That's what the accounts team is for. And I was like, so are you not in direct contact with Jeremy? And they said, oh, of course I am, but means nothing. You need to wait for your appropriate people to handle your remaining refund, as Jeremy is not the accounts team, but he's the CEO, and this company is not a freaking multi-billion-dollar corporation where the CEO can't handle this. He's probably doing multiple stuff. Anyways, I said, here's the one that replied to me from the accounts team, as shown in this picture. Says Jeremy Bogan, hi Kaylee, blah blah blah, right? My bank also says it takes 2 to 5 working days, not 14. And they said, Kaylee, just follow our instructions, please don't respond. So they're telling me to go ticket again. And I said, that's customer support at its finest, which, yeah. And they replied saying, your bank must not understand the systems we use or the hoops we have to go through to avoid anti-fraud and money laws. Things aren't always simple. Nothing is simple with Jedboard. And I said, why would refunds be considered anti-fraud? Anyways, I don't want to argue that stuff. They say, actually, we have given you all the details you need, but you seem to not understand or follow them. Please await for accounts team to reply to your email. And I said, if you could get the accounts team to respond to my email as quickly as you are responding now, that would be appreciated. And they said, different teams, different time zones, and different requests, they will reply as soon as possible. And I said, once I get my money back, I will be posting my update and success story on getting my money back, which will make Jedboards look better to the Eastgate community. So by then I was trying to, I don't know if they were a scam or not, so I was trying to get them to just give me my money back, right? By any means possible. So I was trying to make them, well, yeah. Then they said, not a problem, we're no way a scam and issue refunds all the time. Once upon a time, BOA was supposed a scam too, till it wasn't. Have a great day, Katie. Get out for a ride and enjoy the sunshine. Yeah. If I hadn't bought my boosted board, then how would I have gone for a ride? Thumbs up, will do. will purchase the Jedboard once you guys have actually shipped. They were like, totally understandable. Many want reviews first, and you will be able to test them out when our NZ rep does demo tours around New Zealand. And I was like, when will that be? Luke is not replying anymore. And they said, we will let people know when demos start, blah, blah, blah. So June the 15th, I said, your accounts team didn't get back to me, which is what I was afraid of. Can you please get them to respond, blah, blah, blah. Seems to help, because if you don't ask, you guys, then the accounts team doesn't. So yeah, just constant them. Their accounts team is so crap. They don't respond to anything. So I have to end up going to Jedboard to ask accounts team to reply to me, right? Anyways, Jedboard didn't end up giving me my refund, which is why I ended up just showing you my final correspondence with Jedboard. Still trying to get my refund. So yeah, my last correspondence was just telling them that their website was down, because I was checking their website about stuff as well. But anyways, how do I start recording? So in the end, Jedboard didn't give me my refund. Well, they did. They gave me my pre-ordered refund, which was 300 USD, but the rest they never gave back until I went to my bank, ANZ, and I asked them to go through the anti-fraud process, and they said that originally they said they couldn't because it was more than 200 days. And I told them, I explained the whole story around I pre-ordered, and the whole idea of pre-ordering is that there might be a long wait. And they eventually understood that, and I was assigned a, what's it called? I was assigned a dispute officer. So I lodged a dispute with ANZ Bank, which was my bank, and that I used to pay Jedboard. And he investigated, well, he asked me for all these details, which I was happy to give him, like when I ordered it, photos of conversations with Jed and I around them saying yes to my refund, which I haven't got. What else did he ask for? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so invoices, receipts, contracts, yeah, pretty much all that, and I gave it all to him. And how long did it take? It took about a month. Yeah. So I asked for it on the 1st of, well, the dispute was opened on the 1st of July 2019, this year. And I got my refund on the 29th of July 2019. So pretty much that's the whole story of my experience with Jedboard. And I'm just looking on their website now. I'm just in their Facebook, actually. That's where they post most of their stuff. What did they say? The most recent post is October the 2nd, which was a couple of days ago, showing probably Luke holding a dual Jedboard, and it says Jedboard dual weighs in at 6.4 kgs and it's versatile enough to be anywhere with. Thanks for swappable battery, blah blah blah. And then, but I'm looking down on the September 23rd, they're saying, as we get closer to resuming shipping, what's your favorite place to ride? I'm like, what the okay, so yeah, September 20th, they've got this photo of all these boxes, presumably with boards in them ready to be shipped, right? Boxes boards are boxed up and waiting for final firmware in our China factory. So when did they tell me that my board was ready? Like, I don't know, like March, and it's September, and they're showing the same photo of boards being in boxes. So I'm so glad that I asked for my refund, even though it took so long. It's still faster than getting a board. At this stage, I don't even know if they are a scam or not a scam or whatever, but I'm just glad that I got my money back. And I just wanted to share this experience with you guys and let you guys know that if you guys really think this is a cool board, then I recommend you just wait until it's not vaporware, until someone in the social media actually has physically touched the board and has reviewed the board, then purchase it. Until then, do not, well, I advise you to do not buy this board as a pre-order. So thanks for watching, and hopefully it's given you guys an insight of this electric skateboard company Jedboard, and hopefully you don't make the same mistakes as I do. Peace out.